What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Expanse. Now, 5 episodes in, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm paying attention. Hopefully you guys are paying attention. More than likely you are, because you know what's going to happen, and I don't. But I'm paying attention because some of these episodes have been, I would say, episodes 2, 3, and 5 have been not really slow. They have been slow. But it's not slow in a bad way. And I explained that in my last review, that it's not necessary that it's slow. It's just that it's a lot of information. They're like information episodes to tell you what's going on, explaining the situation, the difference between, Earthers, Martians, Belters, like to give you that information. So later down the line, what I think is going to happen is that things are going to probably move in a more quicker pace, but now they're trying to kind of like use this time, some of these early episodes, to kind of build up the universe a bit for you to understand and to help you and me, the audience, to understand. That's what I've noticed. If you want to see more episodes of The Expanse, go check it out on the Patreon. By the time you guys are seeing this, I'm pretty sure I'm probably close to the end of the series. All right, let's jump into the video. I will see you guys right after for the review.
You don't show up anywhere without a reason.
I don't work for you fine people anymore, so why am I being ambushed?
I need to borrow your spy on Tycho Station. To keep an eye on Fred Johnson. He's overcharging the Mormons for their toilet seats.
Well, you can't have him.
Why not?
In 5 years of sheep dipping in Johnson's outfit to steal tech for his competitors, it's worth a lot of money to me.
The answer's no. I do my patriotic duty by screwing over Fred Johnson. Isn't that enough?
How's your son? He's up for parole soon.
Really? You gonna play that card?
You're gonna play that card.
I'd be happy to.
Damn, it's like I could write these things, man.
But the matter is pressing.
He made one mistake.
Then help him move on. Let me help him.
You know why I quit the intel desk? I couldn't tell anymore if I was still working for the good guys.
I'll go get the ice cream. You make the phone call.
This woman she cold, bruh. She don't give a shit. She just wants her way, and she don't care who she screwed in the process.
Please cut your engines and release your guidance systems to Tycho TC.
Acknowledged. Tycho Station.
You now have control.
James Holden, son of a bitch.
Stay where you are.
You're either some kind of genius, Mr. Holden, or you the luckiest dipshit in the solar system.
Why did you invite us here?
You could be the key to stopping all-out war.
We're not the only witnesses.
I've been out of the war business a long time, son. I broker peace treaties these days.
Not exactly what you're known for.
You can put those guns away. Tell the others to come out. And I'll get rid of that ship for you.
No one's getting rid of our ship.
If they see that frigate parked there, it's a bad day for me, too.
I'm just the messenger of a platoon of pissed-off Martian Marines who are just itching for some payback.
As a Corvette-class Martian frigate that typically cruise 30, that tells me that you're trying hard to hide your numbers. If there were more, as a show of force, you would have brought them out. And I'm confident that there's no Martian Navy on board. If they were, they'd be out here speaking with me now. Because you're in charge. At least you think you are. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have broadcast your transponder and your position to the entire system.
Ooh. Calling you out, Holden.
Now we talk about how to help each other.
Your parents must be proud.
What is this about? Oh, you're behind this?
I take it then that you don't want to be friends, huh? The old EVA helmets used to burn like that. I had to let that stinking animal Cathari go, since you weren't interested in him. We're going to have a nice long talk, you and I. How long depends on you.
Man, give a shit about his partner.
Once all the shooting got started, it was over pretty quick. The Donninger and the Can were attacked by the same class of stealth warships.
You will have to testify
Testify?
to the UN Security Council.
You mean the one that you and the OPA aren't allowed into?
You'll open that door for me. It's okay to be a pawn, Holden. so long as you're on the right side.
Maybe it's a pretty big boat you're building out there. A small fleet of stealth ships wouldn't be impossible.
I'm not gonna debate with you.
We're going back to our ship now.
I'm afraid you can't go back to the ship.
Sounds like he doesn't like goodbyes.
I'm taking control of the Tachi right now. Those guns can't help you anymore.
You sure you want to find out if that's true?
Might want to down a poncho, Holden.
You don't want to test this particular guy.
I've raised and buried your kind by the hundreds. Broken boys. Quick to the trigger. Slow on the uptake. Pull it. Bullet will cut right through me. But there'll be countless OPA brothers and sisters standing behind me.
Tell the butcher to call off his men, or I'll have Alex vent his bloody station.
How's it going out there?
We have a problem. What did you find at the data broker's place?
Some third-rate porn.
Why did you go back to Julie Mal's apartment?
I'm gonna come clean. Embarrassing, but really like her shower. It's great water pressure.
Why do you care so much what happened to this girl?
Take my job very seriously.
I did my homework.
But Star Helix knows I'm on you, so I want to be careful how far you want to take this.
We are fighting for something precious here, Miller.
Sure. A fatter percentage of the docks.
You even think like an Earther.
You create a bunch of chaos. You stir shit up so you can ride in and save
No
the day,
idea
right?
how close we are. I am talking about independence.
With you as governor? It's a great idea. That Scopuli disaster is a dead fish on your doorstep.
You keep missing the point.
That's why you gotta make the Mao case disappear. The only question is, why you gotta sacrifice her?
Can't believe I didn't see it before. Oh.
What?
Detective Miller, you're in love with Julie Mao.
You got me.
Detonate already.
I'm ready.
You locked down the net?
Yeah.
Then why is my money floating away?
Net is old.
By the time we secure the hull, half will be lost.
Attention, Zing Long. This is MCRN Scipio Africanus. Power down and prepare to be boarded.
Oh, shit.
Cards on the table. I provided a ship for an OPA recon mission out of Ceres, which disappeared. The Scopuli. That's right. I need this frigate to retrieve the lone survivor. He would know more than anyone else about what started this and who's behind it. I need a gunship, and the OPA's got nothing like this.
I'll pick up your operator.
You're too valuable as a witness. If you get killed...
The other three saw just as much as I did. We'll all give sworn statements.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
You and I both want the same thing. To do right by our people.
There's some code names. So Julie is still alive. I mean, we didn't see her die or anything, but I'm guessing that's...
Transporting any weapons?
No. What's the problem, boatsman?
Short your transponder. Says here is expired.
I didn't have the script, Copain. I had to replace
you Belters always got an excuse. We're gonna have to AO-66 you. Cargo will be held under lien until your fines are paid in full.
Oh, come on. There must be something.
Leave him alone.
Why are you doing this, huh?
Or are we being too hard on you? Should we cut you a break?
We are just trying to feed our families, okay? What god gives you the right to life's riches, huh? Tell us where we can and cannot go.
with your glass palaces while half my people are starving to death?
Skinnies want to take credit for blowing up the Donager. We'll give you justice with both hands.
Little pebbles.
Have a nice day.
Leave him alone. He didn't mean.
Hey, but now you're not gonna pass through the restricted zone on your way home.
The way around, don't need the fuel. We'll die for sure.
How do you know what's waiting at those coordinates? Neither does Fred Johnson. And when the Philotas hit the fan, he will wipe his hands clean of you.
Why would he lie about the Scopuli? Get himself tangled up in this mess.
You're out of your ever-loving mind. You think you can trust that guy?
I only committed myself. Fred Johnson offered to crew me up.
You're using his crew? How do you know he's not gonna space you the second you get out there?
Because you're gonna rig the Rossi so it only responds to my command. Look, I don't need to trust Fred Johnson. We both have a gun to each other's head.
So what is this? Goodbye.
All that's waiting out there for you is more trouble, more death. Why are you so hell-bent, Holden?
He's the one that answered the message.
I logged the distress call in the camp.
Amos.
I'm glad we cleared this up.
I knew. Holden did the right thing.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
Amos, why are you so important? I don't understand their relationship, but cool.
You should have said something.
So,
is she alive?
She chose to be OPA because she believed that what we are fighting for is just. No, she came to me, asked me to help her. She knew what she was doing. She was willing to make a sacrifice for us more than you.
She trusted you. She put herself in your hands because she couldn't see the blood on him. Just like your sister. All right? Wasn't she like 15 when you let her die out on the belt? Sure. It's part of the legend you like to leave out. You're just stupid kids, right? Rock hopping out on the belt. You forgot to check her mag boots or something. She was your sister. She relied on you. I'm sure you've told so many lies about it, you don't even remember what happened.
My sister Athena, touched by the hand of God, the most beautiful child in all the belt, the smartest, but she was fragile. Her bones were like chalk, spending a lifetime in 0G. She was never going to recover. Impossible burden for a dirt poor family of rock hoppers. And when she became too ill even to travel, I had 3 other sisters to think about. Our family was starving.
So you killed her.
And that makes me a monster. There was no script to bury her, so I laid her to rest in a beautiful bauxite tunnel that we discovered together. Do you know, is possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood. And living with this pain, I came to realize that I have millions in the belt. I even count you among them, as I did Julie and Eartha.
Everybody dies for the cause, except for you.
Now I tell you the truth about Julie.
Tell me if she's alive.
If she was here right now, she'd spit in your face. You are everything she despised. But voila. Die as you lived.
Wow. That was a scene for your ass.
No, no, no!
God!
Please!
God!
No!
Get out!
I'm sorry! Oh my God!
Damn, your own nephew? That juxtaposition was crazy.
I politely asked to borrow his spy on Tycho.
Why are you interested in Fred Johnson?
He has blood on his hands and wants redemption. The OPA rises in the belt.
The Donager was destroyed by advanced stealth warships.
And Fred Johnson is building the largest spacecraft in human.
You'd have to be siphoning off resources on a massive scale.
The OPA smuggler we captured was carrying stealth composites. Are you going to shut me down?
Fred Johnson turned his back on Earth. OPA killed your son. You sure this isn't personal?
You're damn right it's personal.
You keeping in the loop?
Oh, so that's our stake in this. I don't know if that was revealed before.
The ship will look like a run-of-the-mill gas freighter. Don't fly too close, but don't try to avoid it. The Martian patrols won't give you a second look.
A lot of Martians gave their lives getting us onto this ship.
In the heat of the battle, they fought to get you off the Donager. Are there any bodies we need to take care of?
Lieutenant Lopez. He's in the rear hold. He died for us.
I'll make sure his body's returned to Mars. He's a fellow soldier.
Thank you.
Who the hell is gonna save him?
be okay.
You can only live so long.
With a boot to our necks, that's okay.
We'll be okay.
Is he tethered?
Sing long, you are an unauthorized intercept force. A judge. Someone will find you out there.
We'll be okay.
Of course, we'll be okay.
The man's gonna stand up.
He just damn. That man just went suicide bomber. You know.
Always generous. Sometimes a whiny little prick. We're gonna miss you, pal. Wherever you are. I hope no one there needs medical attention.
I'm saying.
Funny. Funny guy, eh? You funny? Huh?
You crazy bastards who got us off the Donager. Got a little respect.
I have nothing but respect.
Then what's your problem?
Gung-ho military hypnotized by a uniform. Fanatics, religious freaks. Those Marines could have saved themselves. Gone home to their families. Instead of coming back for us.
Well, it did take some convincing.
I know it was because of you. Why did you come back for us?
Well, you're only there because of me. Why? Would you have come back for me?
At the time, with all those bullets flying? Probably not.
So what's next for Naomi Nagata when all this blows over?
Nowhere nada. I'm using my last remaining brain cells to try and kill my last remaining brain cells.
Got a robotic eye. Okay, more mystery. Why are you a cop? If you're being, God, I'm sorry. I'm being very naive. As if I've killed people before and not feel any way about it.
It's just a reaction. You know, every time you remember something, your mind changes it just a little until your best and your worst memories, they're your biggest illusions. My advice is you just forget it.
That's actually really
Make yourself forget it.
fun to think about, actually.
It's terrible advice.
It's kind of like if you tell a lie enough time, it's like you forget what the truth is. It's kind of like that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like the more you remember something, the more often you remember something, it's like the details are a little bit iffy. Like, and sometimes you got to recollect. Like sometimes when I try to remember stuff from the past, sometimes the details are a little bit iffy, especially if it's like beyond the last like 20 years of my life. Like if it wasn't like something that affected me enough, like say I'm trying to remember like what happened on a vacation or something like that, I always remember it like a little bit differently, and sometimes if I think hard enough, I'll remember exactly how it went down. But it's like at a spark, it's like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I don't know what it is. But what he's saying is actually true. It's like our biggest they become illusions, our memories. They kind of become illusions because you don't remember exactly how they went down, really. After a while, it kind of seems like that. It's a cool concept. You guys work together at one point. Can we not stretch this scene any other longer than it actually is? I guess she wanted to. She wanted to do something, but he didn't.
Found this at Julie's.
He's like, let's keep it professional. Okay, I don't want to dive down this road again.
You're late.
What is this?
I'll spare us the speech.
The ship's ready.
I guess we lost Amos.
Oh, he'll be here in a sec.
Okay.
So they decided to go.
You people drive a hard bargain.
You got our recorded statements.
We'll bring your Lionel Polanski home, if he's out there. In return, I want you to help me find someone. Someday I'll come to you with a name. No questions asked.
Who are you trying to find? Interesting, man. This is very interesting. Oh, that's what he was doing.
Jesus, Miller, should I even ask?
I figured it out. Most of it, anyway.
It's not dormant, it's giving off heat. I'm seeing molecular reactions, vibrational resonances, all across the spectrum. Can you hear me?
What the hell am I looking at?
I'm looking at, I don't know, some kind of bioweapon?
Where'd this recording come from?
Phoebe. That's what I think. Phoebe Station.
I meant, where'd you get it?
Julie Mao. Dawes crewed up this black bag ship, which vanishes with all souls aboard. Data broker ends up dead, and ships start blowing up.
We know who's pulling the strings?
Let's play it through. Scientists on Phoebe discover something. The OPA gets wind of it. They send a crew out to steal it. Mission goes south, which leaves someone with a lot of power, a lot of resources, who'll do anything to keep it quiet. And that man, he holds the key.
We need to get a sample of Phoebe. Now.
You tell anyone about this?
No, just you.
What about this?
I wonder if she knows something.
Encrypted, you can't.
Erase Detective Miller's case files and cancel all his clearances.
What are you doing?
Cover up.
You're fired.
God damn.
He bought you.
Get out.
You're in his pocket.
No way.
The whole police force. What does it go for these days, huh? Undying loyalty. You know, I'm tired of
Help Mr. Miller find the door. If he gives you any problems, feel free to shoot him.
OPA? Ain't no way, bro. Oh, this shit just got real interesting. What? The OPA got the police force? This man was like, we got the water, the this and the that. You got the... no wonder he wants to be like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, don't be an asshole. So they must have like probably repaint the ship and everything. I'll be playing solitaire. That's what I would be doing. Yeah, I got a PS10 out there. This is what I say when I talk about a lot of times you gotta watch through, because there's gonna be reveals. Even though you may think that it's probably slow and stuff like that, you just gotta pay attention, man. It's gonna get real interesting. That's why I try to give shows time to develop, because a lot of times they're not gonna just flood you with a bunch of information off bat. But let's talk about this episode, man. This episode was another, like, one of the best. That reveal at the end, finding out that the police force is like their OPA. And I don't think that, I think John, Mr. Miller, right? I think him and the girl don't know. I think they used to be partners or whatever the situation is. But I don't think she knows what's really going on, because if she does, if she's OPA too, I don't think she would have let him bring the evidence back to the police station. You get what I'm saying? I think she would have probably taken it over there, or who knows, maybe she's still on it, but I don't think she knows. That's just my personal assessment of it. But now things are ramping up, because now they're heading back. They're heading back to the Scopuli, because I think the person that they're trying to bring back is Julie, but she gave them a code name to tell them that she's still alive. But that's the message she got out, because she did send a message out, right? A distress call. So I don't know if the Canterbury is the only one that received the message. Maybe Fred did get the message too. So what I'm thinking is that is a coded name. Don't want to give her real name, because if she gives her real name, then everybody will know who she is, because she's, you know, she's well to do. Like, her parents, the family she comes from is is rich and whatnot. So I think that's the reason why she gave them a code name. Or all of them did have a code name for going on this mission to go steal this technology. So we finally kind of find out what was happening on the Scopuli, right? This technology was some groundbreaking thing. We don't know what it is yet, but whatever they looked like the OPA went there to steal it, right? And they failed the mission, and it looked like whatever that thing that we saw in episode 1 of what Julie was seeing there, I think that has something to do with it. I don't know what the hell it is. It seems like some sort of weird energy that probably got out of control, and it's like, oh, we need to get a sample of this off or whatever. So that's what they're going there to retrieve this guy. And Fred seems like a good dude, right? I like him better than Dawes. I like how he handles things. That's not to say that things can't get out of hand in the future, right? But for now, I like Fred. I like how he handles things. I like how he reasons with people. That could all be just for show. But I think he genuinely, from that conversation he had with the guy that was there, you know what I'm saying? I think I think in general, he does want peace. And like he, you know, as he says himself, that he brokers peace, you know, so that war doesn't break out. And that's what they're kind of trying to avoid. But it begs the question as well, like, it's like, why did you send your people to go steal this technology? There's an underlying thing that is going on with this character. And that's why I said that I like him right now, but things could still get out of hand later. I'm not 100% on board with this character yet. I like how he's handling things now. That's not to say that things won't get sour later, because based on what's going on right now, it seems like the OPA is still kind of up to no good, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like we really do gotta watch out for them. They're damn near, their symbol is like the anarchist symbol. So it's like, are they really terrorists? Are they really trying to accomplish this grand mission of making the Belters one of the, not just a scab on the system, but really like having their own nation that doesn't really depend on Earth or Mars. It's kind of crazy that they develop a system. I mean, when I look at this and look at what's going on in this show, right, and see how we have Earthers, we got Martians, we got Belters, and I'm like, how is it that you guys have all this space? You damn near inhabit 2 other planets, right? 2 other planets, right? And you're still fighting each other? There's no unity? There's no let's come together? Why is Earth and Mars 2 different planets? Why it's not a united system? You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we live under an iron dome. Well, damn, you can't breathe up there as a human being. So duh, that's a given, right? So it's a little bit different. Earth was built for humans, not Mars, right? Or Sirius, or these other places. Earth is where it's supposed to be. But you do what you do. We gotta go see other places. Cool. But it's just so crazy to me that we out in the space now, inhabiting space, and we're still fighting, man. Like that's so humans. It's so humans, bro. Crazy. But anyways, great episode. Loved it. We almost lost John too. John Miller almost died. Luckily, he had somebody that was kind of watching out for him. She arrived just in time to save him, because I was like, man, people are just dying left and right in the show right now. It's early, so we don't really know what's really going on. So it's kind of crazy. It's getting kind of crazy, but came and save him. Everything is kind of connecting now. Not yet, like all the characters haven't come together yet, but we find out that the OPA essentially buys out the police department, and they kind of like, they're on that. So I don't know, maybe the police feel like, you know, they've been, you know, they sent them to the Belters, not to, you know, but they enjoy a lot of amenities that the Belters don't really enjoy. They're Earthers. So it's like, you know, do they hold a grudge? You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't want this mission and that's why they turned to the OPA, or were they OPA from the get-go? So this was kind of like revealing, because I was like, damn, just gonna fire him on the spot? That was crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going to go next. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, man. Leave a like, leave a comment. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.